Collaboration in the AI era, I really like to say it this way, like, it's the speed of information exchange in the AI era, where the information coming from the top is incredibly fast, and the information from the bottom going up is incredibly fast. That means what we've just done in this AI era is create perspective, a line of sight that has never been seen in organizations before. The organizations who can take advantage of this, what a great opportunity. Because one of the things that always changes in the way that people approach problem solving, they do it based on where they sit, but really they will do it based on what they see. So if we can increase the line of sight from those who are closest to the problem, and then allow those who are in leadership position to have a clearer line of sight to what the actual problem is. Now we're all seeing the same thing. Our roles aren't the same, but we're looking at the same thing. This is what's so awesome about a team when again, I use an analogy a lot, but now when the quarterback calls the same play, we all hear the same play, we know what the whole play should look like, but every one of our roles, we know what our role is in it. That is the piece that many times gets missed. AI is helping so significantly with that. We just have to take full advantage of it. I'm going to say this again. There's a lot of leadership teams, executive teams, who are talking about the importance of AI, but they're not leaning into the practice of AI. They're just talking about it. Okay, there's a lot of people within organizations with what AI is going to do. They keep talking about what AI is doing. Use it now. Like, do it now. Get involved with it now. See how it can make a difference. It's not a good idea. It's not just a good idea. It is fundamental. AI is one of the greatest members of our leadership team we've ever had, okay? It is, there was a quote by a gentleman named Dr. Walter Staples that I love. And he would often say it this way: the amount of intelligence you have is not as important as the thinking that guides it. What that means is we almost have an unlimited amount of intelligence now with AI. But what we have to do as an organization, what we have to do as leaders, is give that AI context. So the thinking we have that guides the AI is even more important, because it can do wonders for us. But that doesn't remove our need to think. That doesn't remove our need to decide what is it that we really want? How do we collaborate? The human part of it doesn't go away. It just makes us that much part. I always like to say AI, when used properly, and what I mean by properly is we give it context. We're very clear of what it is we want. We're very clear of the prompts we're asking of it. We're very clear from a leadership to how we do it. It collapses time. It speeds up stuff like never before. Now, I brought up the conversation earlier that when it comes to AI, that the swift is going to eat the slow, right? It's not the big eating the small, it's the swift eating the slow. But the reason I give it that kind of context is what AI can do with somebody right now. I can start a company, a full-fledged company from beginning to end. In 4 hours, I can have everything done. Everything a company would need can be completely taken care of. You know what? I said 4 hours. Why? Because that's how much time I need to think, not for AI to work. And so we are functioning in a different environment. I have recently seen a leadership team, an executive team, be given an assignment of starting a complete company, and they can only use AI. They had a few people sitting at a table, and everyone was assigned an assignment to come up with a complete organization that can compete with the organization itself, right? Unbelievable. What they came up with, they had to do presentations, which meant in this one room, there might have been 10 flat out companies that could have been started in that moment, that AI had worked out every single detail to make that happen. Now, is that scary? It can be, but it's a reality, right? I mean, I sit back and tell organizations all the time, there is 3 or 4 people, there's a couple of young ladies over here who are working on something right now that literally is gonna put your company in position of being extinct just like that. This is happening. And so to be able to do both, have an organization that is already working, have an organization that's already moving, but have a section of our organization who's embracing what we need to do to be effective in the future is a big deal. Like that has to be happening.